Commercial truck insurance is becoming a live example of how AI changes category competition. When a fleet manager or independent operator asks an AI system for the best provider, they are not seeing the whole market. They are seeing a compressed shortlist. And in this benchmark, that shortlist is concentrating around a very small group of carriers. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The public benchmark for commercial truck insurance shows a clear leader pattern. The Hartford appears in 75.6% of responses and earns valid recommendation coverage in 52% of observations. It also lands in the top 3 in 43.5% of prompts. That matters because top 3 placement is where AI starts to behave like a commercial pre-filter. Progressive commercial is the strongest challenger, but in a different way. It appears less often overall at 41.2%, yet it ranks first in 20.5% of all prompts, the highest rank 1 rate in the category. So the competitive picture is simple. The Hartford wins on breadth and total recommendation volume. Progressive wins on precision and first choice position. The most important lesson in this benchmark is the gap between being present and being chosen. A carrier can appear in an AI response and still fail to earn recommendation credit. That distinction is commercially important because buyers are using these systems to reduce options, not to build exhaustive market maps. Nationwide and Byberg show this middle tier pattern. Both are visible and both earn meaningful recommendation coverage, but their average ranks sit behind the top 2. They are often part of the conversation, but they rarely control the leading position. This is exactly where simple AI visibility reporting can miss the real commercial story. For leadership teams, broad visibility is comforting. Recommendation position is operational. If your brand is mentioned but not advanced into a shortlist quality answer, the buyer may never treat you as a serious option. The benchmark separates the market into 3 public prompt clusters: discovery, comparison, and pricing. Discovery captures buyers asking for the best providers. That is where first impressions form, and the Hartford leads with 48.5% recommendation coverage. Comparison and alternatives represent the evaluation stage. This cluster carries a higher buyer stage multiplier because the buyer is narrowing choices. The Hartford leads here as well, while Progressive ranks first in 23% of comparison prompts. Pricing and quotes are closest to conversion. This is where commercial truck insurance buyers are moving from research to action. The Hartford again leads recommendation coverage, while Progressive remains highly competitive in rank 1 placement. The broader point is that AI discovery needs to be measured by intent stage. A generic mention in an awareness answer is not equivalent to a leading recommendation in a pricing or quote prompt. The benchmark points to a structural reason recommendation power is concentrating. AI systems appear to reward carriers with stronger public evidence layers. That includes official brand content, comparison site coverage, review signals, and clean entity architecture. The Hartford benefits from broad official content, comparison coverage, and positive review signals. Progressive benefits from high-intent content around pricing and quotes, which aligns closely with the decision stage prompts where it performs strongly. This is the practical meaning of citation architecture. AI systems need retrieval paths that support a confident recommendation. If the public evidence is thin, fragmented, or weakly connected to the commercial truck insurance use case, the system may mention the brand but hesitate to recommend it. Citation volume alone does not create authority. The structure, consistency, and commercial relevance of the evidence layer shape what AI systems trust, repeat, compare, and advance. The sharpest warning sign in the benchmark is GEICO commercial. Despite enormous consumer brand awareness, it appears in only 12 of 1,501 observations and earns exactly 1 valid recommendation. Its modeled monthly AI authority value is $9,000 compared with $387 million for the Hartford. That gap shows why offline brand equity does not automatically convert into AI recommendation power. For a buyer asking an AI system about commercial truck insurance, consumer familiarity is not enough. The system needs category-specific evidence. It needs proof that the brand belongs in that shortlist for this commercial use case. This is a serious issue for large brands that assume awareness will carry them into AI-generated recommendations. The leadership takeaway is that AI discovery is becoming a shortlist formation system. In commercial truck insurance, 2 carriers currently capture the strongest recommendation positions across high-value buyer moments. The rest of the market is competing for a narrowing remainder. Marketing leaders should monitor recommendation coverage, rank 1 position, top 3 presence, prompt cluster performance, and the citation sources shaping AI answers. The commercial risk is quiet. A brand can look visible in dashboards while losing the moments where buyers ask AI for help deciding. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.